Alright, so here's the campsite. I'll eventually have the camper sitting back up there, right next to the water and all the connections. But Miss Porcupine over the winter has been busy. I got to give it to creatures. They have to survive every year, but I wish she'd move along. They love birch trees. And these white birch is a nice snack for them. Usually they climb them and start eating from the top, sitting on the branches and what have you. But this particular birch here, she's gone all around the base of it. I think you can see it. And taking the bark off. So that tree is not going to last. And it's near the camper. So what I got to do is try to get some of these trees down that are near the camper that might not be long for this world. I'd rather do it now when the camper's not here. So that's what I'll be working on. Alright, so I want those birches to fall to our left, camera left. And if you can see in the lower left corner, fire pit, I want the birches to fall, that tree that's just behind the fire pit, or just kind of behind it to the right. I want those birches to land right in between that and that birch in the far ground in the back. I've got double pulleys, so I should have about 14,000 pound pull, and I'm really not pulling it right now. I've just got a very little bit of a strain on it, just to help it go in that direction. Now originally, those were leaning pretty hard right towards the camera. So it went down exactly where I wanted it. Just beyond where the blue top is, that's the fireplace. There's a tree behind just a little bit to the right of the fireplace. I wanted it on the other side of that, and this side of that birch. So landed exactly where I wanted it. Okay, so I got my helper with me today. Linda's over on the tractor on the winch, and I'm still working around our electric lines here and making sure that these trees that I'm cutting go away from the electric lines. I do not need them going on the electric lines. And this, right now we've got two that I'm working on. One's a pretty good size one, but this little one, you can see the pole electric is right here, and I want to keep it going away from the electric. So this little one's got to go to the right, and the big one's got to go to the left. So let's see how this works out for me. Alright, you folks probably can't see it. Let me zoom in. There's one lone branch right there, sticking out the right-hand side of that white birch. I want to try to get a throw line around it, and then I'm going to get my strap up that high, hopefully. We'll see. How's that? I gotta make sure it's on that branch, not just on the edge of it. Is that in towards the tree? Alright, so I got the forestry winch hooked up to this big white birch. I'm going to try to pan around a little bit so you can see how I got it hooked. I've mentioned in previous videos this Hudson winch is like a 7,000 pound pull. It's the Hudson Forestry winch 35M. So about 7,000 pound pull. Now I've got two pulleys hooked up to this thing. There's one of the pulleys, and there's the other pulley. So I got two pulleys, so that ought to at least double, if not triple, the pulling force. And again, that's so that we can pull down this big friggin' birch. Now I'm up there at least 25 feet, so that's quite a bit of leverage. I'm going to make my slicing notch, and then I'm going to put a little strain on it so that the felling notch, it will go in that direction. All right, so we're getting ready. Okay, so apparently my camera died. I'm not sure if I got the video or not, but the tree went right in the right direction. So I'm using my camera. I suppose I'll have to try to download this into the video. But she laid right across the driveway. I mean, it really had no choice pulling it from the direction we pulled it from. So anyway, I guess I'll have to end the video here. So if you enjoyed watching it, please give me a like and a subscribe. And I'm sure I'll be doing more stuff like this here before too long.